Alright guys, let's talk about a FortiAP for once. Stay tuned. The first FortiAP I ever deployed was a 210B. It sucked. My second most deployed FortiAP was the 221C. It sucked. I switched over to 321Cs and they did a better job. And then we ran into a situation where Fortinet bought Maru. Now Maru was a wireless provider and they do a pretty good job with it. So you would hope that their stuff would get better, right? I will be brutally honest. Fortinet Wi-Fi has been trash since they started doing it, at least in my opinion. I haven't gotten the same type of throughput, I haven't gotten the same type of cost that I do elsewhere. I have 4 Unify AC Pros in my house. They do a fantastic job. It's a bigger house. I can't spend $1,600 just getting 4 APs to do what I need from Fortinet. What do I lose doing that? Well, yeah, I don't have the full security view, but I only paid $120 per device. Now, obviously, Unify is going through a chip shortage right now, and if you're deploying an environment that you need full Fortinet on, it just makes sense. So we're going to unbox a FortiAP, a 231F. Now the F series on their APs has been a night and day difference to me. If you need a 231F, check out Corporate Armor, the sponsor of this video. They actually sent the hardware for me to be able to do the unboxings. What's cool about the FortiAP 231F is the fact that it has 3 radios. It does 2x2 MIMO. It's Wi-Fi 6, that 802.11ax. And the third antenna you can provision specifically for scanning of both bands. Now why is that important? That means you can actually pay attention to channel utilization and things of that nature a lot better, as well as, looking for things that shouldn't be there, without losing speed on your primary antennas. It's capable of pushing up to 574 megabits on the actual 2.4 gigahertz range, plus an additional 1200 megabits on the actual 5 gigahertz range. So, now I'm not going to lie to you. If you want a breakdown of, radio frequency, noise signal ratio, things like that, I'm not your guy. I outsource a lot of wireless stuff because, quite frankly, it makes my head hurt worse than trying to follow a packet through a broken network. But if you want a quality AP that'll give you full visibility into your environment, it's able to be managed by the same FortiGate that's managing your Forti switches and ties into your FortiNAC and all that jazz, this is where you want to be. So let's take a look at this little buddy. If I can figure out how to open the box. Not a bad looking AP. Little space UFO-ish, which is about what they look like. Cool thing about this, it can do PoE. It can receive PoE. So if you have a Forti switch that provides PoE, an FPoE, or just a regular PoE model, you're in good hands there. It's got a slim look. It's got 2 Ethernet ports tied into it, as well as a console port. So if you ever bricked it or needed to be able to administer it locally, you can. It does have, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does have a USB port on the side, as well as a locking mechanism, because people in this day and age, they will steal your stuff right off your wall. It's kind of impressive, actually. I actually have a client that shoves their APs into the ceiling, and it hurts their reception, but no one knows where they are, so they can't really get a hold of them, right? Handy dandy little silica gel. Of course, you do have quick start guides. This one's been all to hell. Now they do give you mounting hardware. I'm gonna set this over here. So they give you mounting hardware that you can put on the wall, which is really nice so you mount it and it's got these wonderful little tabs. You mount this to the wall or to the ceiling or whatever you have. If you have this on an indoor column or something, right? Though I probably wouldn't mount this on the column. You mount it up and it's got these tabs that basically slide right in. It's quick and easy, holds it, right? Exactly what you need in a Wi-Fi installation. Now they actually go above and beyond a little bit on their mounting hardware because they give you this sexy little foam thing, and they give you all the versions of screws that you might need. This is a drywall or wood looking screw bit. Your standard screw bit. Yeah. They gave us four of these big honking anchors. 4 of these regular, like I'm gonna put it in drywall anchors that the screws go into. And then of course they give you 4 regular screws and then 4 screws that would actually go into these drywall anchors. So they cover their bases there, which is nice because used to you just got like 2 screws to mount it to the plate and then 2 screws to mount the plate to the wall. So they give you some variety. It's nice that they're so considerate these days. One thing I will state is if you're still running FortiOS 6.0 code, your FortiGate's not going to see this guy. It just is what it is. If you want to actually be able to use these, you need to be running 6.2 or newer, which means you need to be running 6.4. And I say that because you guys know I hate 6.2. If you're not running 6.2.8, you're just asking for trouble when it comes to the 6.0 release. I made a whole video talking about how crummy 6.4 was. Pissed off a lot of people doing that. So, FortiAP 231F. Corporate Armor has one hell of a deal on these right now. Fortinet's proud of their APs. And they have pretty decent reason to be now because they tie in so well to the fabric and everything that it really gives you the visibility necessary to do what you need to do. Let them know if you check them out and you want to buy anything from them that Fortinet Guru sent you. I don't get kickbacks for that. I don't get paid a commission or anything like that. They're just who I use now. And who knows, maybe they'll give you a deal. They're pretty nice guys, so they'll hook you up. FortiAPs. They once were trash, but now they're not. The 231F is probably the first AP I can say I'm honestly proud of when it comes to FortiAPs. Actually, all of their F-series APs have been pretty awesome in my deployments. I'm going to have some videos come up where I actually talk about my deployments with these devices and how I have them configured, because let's face it, they do handoff. They do frequency handoff and AP handoff. I mean, they do rogue scanning and they look for, you know, all kinds of different things that are beneficial to your environment, especially in a security style deployment. And who knows, I might be on the verge of getting a couple for my house. AC Pros are kind of old and Wi-Fi 6 is coming in. Maybe it's time I make the shift. But if you're running an enterprise or a medium business, it makes sense. The fact that you're able to cleanly manage everything from single pane, which I hate that term. It's such a marketing term. But Fortinet does a very decent job of making it available to you. I like logging into my FortiGate or my FortiManager and being able to see my FortiGate, my switches, my APs, and know everything there is to know about them, whether their health is good and everything. So Fortinet and Meraki kind of own the shit out of that, and I love it. So FortiAP 231F. It's worth checking out. See what kind of pricing you can get on them from Corporate Armor. It's the lowest FortiAP I would go with. Don't do any of the E or the... If you somehow get a hold of a C, just use it for target practice. You know, throw a disc, shoot it with a shotgun, do your thing. If you like this video, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed and this is the first time you've ever found me, hit the subscribe and the notify bell. If you hated the video, hit the thumbs down. We're a love-hate relationship here. We love to hate each other, right? If you have any comments, concerns, or recommendations, please don't hesitate to post them in the comments below. This channel is completely organic, so I make things based on what people ask for. We have some videos coming up specifically talking about the main differences for SSL VPN and IPsec VPN, and that's specifically because someone commented asking. Otherwise, don't forget to share, tell your friends about me, do whatever you do. But until next time, be safe.